here we are. It's the last day of Elevate Your Thanksgiving Leftovers week. See how I totally got that?
You nailed it.
I nailed that.
Took till Friday.
Okay, it took till Friday. Hey, so we started off with those little crab cake-like morsels of beautifulness that included the turkey, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, the bacons, and the onion on that little arugula salad. Wednesday, we did the pumpkin and honey cornbread. And by the way, we've all agreed that the pumpkin made it even more moist than it might have been. Well, I should say, cornbread isn't necessarily moist. This was moist. This was badass.
Big time.
So good.
So good.
So good.
And the pumpkin mojito. The leftover...
No, pumpkin mule.
Thanksgiving leftover... Oh, yes. The Thanksgiving leftover pumpkin mule. Really good. Real good. Today, we're incorporating a couple of our leftover items. One will be... Okay, so technically they're not leftover.
Those are thighs, right?
Turkey thighs. I had to actually make them because it's not Thanksgiving yet for us, but it will be soon enough.
Oh. Did you see that, Lynn?
No. What happened?
No?
What happened?
Oh, weird. I just got a little weird thing on my screen here.
Pumpkin. Pumpkin, turkey.
Oh,
Pumpkin
whoa.
puree.
What?
Pumpkin puree. How can these go together?
I would say
Let's
you're
find
making
out.
some sort
And
of
how will they go
sauce.
together with these pasilla chilies?
Oh, well, now you got me totally confused.
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to roast these to make them look like... How close are you on that? Come close. We're going to make these look like this.
Yeah.
The magic of television.
The magic of television. So here's what this is. I've got these other two that I've already roasted.
I mean, those are fairly black, man.
They're fairly black, and that's what you want. The goal when you do this is trying to get rid of this outer layer. And here's how we do it.
Oh, you saved one edge? So you
I saved
show
one
them?
edge to show, right? And all you do is you're going to put it... Oh, not like
Not
that.
that.
Not that. You're going to put it on top of the heat.
Direct.
You can do it in the oven. You could do it on the barbecue. You could take a torch like this and do it. But the point of the whole thing is you blister it up till it's black, and then you can get the skin off. So I'll just force this to happen a little faster than it would on the stove. See how that works?
I'm not going to lie, man. It looks like an alien tongue.
What'd you say?
I said it looks like an alien tongue.
That's creepy, dude. Can't believe you actually even said that.
I'm just saying. That's what it reminded me
Look
of.
at it smoking still. So let me get rid of any green that's there, like there.
Wait, you can do that on your cutting board?
Oh, I'm not doing it on the wood. I'm just doing it on the chili. But what makes this great is that it lets you get down to the business at hand. And the business at hand is what's underneath. Like this, watch. See what's happening?
It's real fast.
Wow.
It's real fast, right? There's a school of thought that says once you've blackened them, put them in a paper bag, let them steam away, and then they'll soften even more. Not necessary, I don't think. So I'm okay with most of this blackening coming off. A little bit, honestly, is just flavor for me. But this is just what I do.
I dig, and that's a good tip. I always usually put it in like under saran wrap. In a
Yeah,
bowl
I
or
don't
something.
honestly, I really don't think you have to do
I
that.
don't think you do either, and I think it makes the chilies like weirdly limp at the end.
Right.
And
Well, they're going to be limp, but I mean, I want them definitely softened, right?
Yeah, and
But a little bit of this black is just going to be some really good flavor.
yeah.
The pepper smell is just like overwhelming.
It's overwhelming right here, right? And so here's the last one. This one's still kind of hot.
Oh, is that the one we just had?
Yeah.
It kind of looks like an avocado too.
Well, it does a little bit. So I'm okay with all this, right?
Yes.
Just a little bit left. Okay, so we put them up here, and now here's the next step. While that's about to happen, while I'm going to do this next step, just let me do this. Let me start this pan on the heat right here. Back up, Maxie. I have, please tell me I have, shit F. I thought I had it. I thought I had it. What's that? That's not it, Lynn.
What are we looking for?
I thought I had some onion. I can cut. I know how to cut an onion. And while I've said that, just let me point out that we had people stay here while we were away in Maui to watch the dogs. And I came home and there was an onion in the fridge cut, and it was cut. Imagine this is the world, right? With the north and south poles. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like this is kind of a long way for an onion.
They wanted to cut it across the equator.
They cut it across the equator,
Yeah.
and that's the wrong way to cut an onion.
Yeah.
You cut an onion this way. You do the north and south pole thing. You take this piece off, and then you get rid of this.
You mean it's the wrong way to cut onion if you're like dicing it, right?
If you're like dicing it. I mean, but even the other way. Look, unless you want circles of onion, which really is the only other thing to get out of that other way. So then I put a couple of diagonal cuts this way. Here and here. Or horizontal. And then I do this.
When you did that last cut on top,
Yeah,
it looked like you're about to cut your palm. Man.
I didn't.
Straight up, it looked like.
Which is not to say that I don't cut myself, because there's my stitches. Can you see those?
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, we can see that.
Oh my! Wait, what was that from? Oh, stop! Not looking at that.
Oh, you didn't know?
No,
Lynn doesn't like
what
it.
happened?
Apparently you're not following me on Instagram, because I completely detailed every minute of that.
I'm really bad with social media, man. I'm sorry.
And you're a computer techie guy, dude.
But he hates social media.
Shouldn't you be like on that?
I'm a computer techie guy with no time on my hands.
Oh, stop.
I'm just saying, man.
Onion. Nope. You don't want to eat that, Lucky. You're not going to like that. Or it's not going to like you, and I'll be sorry later on.
Oh, he's so cute. Oh, look, he licked his lips.
I know he did.
Oh.
Okay, a little olive oil in here, just to soften this. Okay, all good. Now here's what we want to do with the pasillas. We want to cut them this way. And we want to take out, there's like the sides. We want to take out this bulb of seedness here. And then we want to get rid of the seeds inside. A few seeds are fine, but you don't need a lot.
We want the flavor, not the heat.
Right.
Is there heat in pasillas?
Well, there's a little bit, but it's the seeds are just kind of,
Kind of annoying.
they just get in the way, and they're not going to be useful to anything we're doing here today. All right, so this middle piece comes out. Look at, they become like leaves. I'll just put them right here. If you have some leaves, some seeds in here, don't go crazy, man. Don't ruin your whole life getting rid of them. It's just not worth it.
Okay, so we got onions,
We got onions.
chilies,
Oh yeah, there was no conversation, obviously,
turkey.
which is why you started to talk.
Well, that, and I'm also kind of curious about what's about to happen.
Okay, so look at,
Just like
I want this. I was only concentrating because I want these in with the onions. I want these sauteing a little bit.
It's like, oh, we're doing a show?
We're doing a show. We're cooking.
Sure.
Come on now. People get it when work is happening here, Lynn. I'm not Rachel Ray. I don't have to talk every second. Got it? In here?
Yeah, Rachel.
But you have a very
What do you
pleasant
think of
voice.
that?
I have a very what?
Pleasant voice.
Oh, thank you very much. All right. Now I got to get rid of, I got to deal with some of this turkey. But just let me give this a quick little wipe down.
I challenge Rachel Ray to a cook-off.
Oh,
You versus Rachel Ray
Yeah.
in this kitchen. Call me Rachel.
yeah, Rachel's cat
Just call
food.
me, we'll organize
Rachel's cat food company just donated $500,000 to the animal fund at Howard Stern.
Really?
She's
Wait,
a
that
cat
makes
food.
me like her a lot
started.
more.
Wow.
Well, her cat and dog food companies. Look how pretty this is.
Wait, I can't believe she actually has a cat and dog food company.
Yeah.
Though.
It's called it's delish, but in an animal form. I can't remember. Lynn, can you find it?
Okay.
Pretty brilliant.
Delicious.
Should we throw a little garlic in?
Yes.
One big clove. Thanks for somebody answering.
Yes. It's called Nutrish.
Nutrish. There you go. Because delish is her word. Well, I mean, sure, it's other people's words, but it's what she says.
What do you say?
I've said delish and been made fun of, so I try not to say it anymore. Okay, good, right? Now let's go throw this in here.
How about we just throw in like 3 eggs and call it a day?
You know what? I'm right there with you, dude. Oh my God, the smell that just got here.
Oh my god, Lucky, are you serious?
All right, I'm going to turn that off for now. Okay, here's our next move. Our next move is kneading some turkey. So I'm going to yank the skin.
What'd you do with the turkey? Did you just like roast it or?
I just roasted them.
Oh, nice.
Salt, pepper, kosher salt, pepper, olive oil, and that was it. So now, let me just do this, get some of this off.
Somewhere in the world, a turkey is cringing watching this.
You can imagine, right?
Yeah.
So have I said what these are going to be?
No.
No.
Oh, we're making enchiladas.
What?
No, you're not.
Yeah,
Shut
we're
up.
making enchiladas.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are. And you're going to like them.
Turkey, enchiladas. with
Don't forget,
pumpkin.
the pumpkin's showing up at some point.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? I gotta say, this turkey's good.
This sounds like a recipe
Sure,
you come
don't
up
mind if I
with
do.
Go ahead.
if you were like on a show and they had a Thanksgiving challenge.
Right. What, you'd be forced to like pull out of your ass at the last minute?
I think I'm gonna make pumpkin enchiladas with turkey.
Well, they're mostly, the pumpkin's gonna be in the sauce, right?
Oh, yep.
So let's see. Here's the question. The question is, can I make 4 enchiladas out of what I've just done there?
Yeah, of course.
Or do I need more turkey?
No, you're good, man.
Let's have a look.
I mean, you're not making burritos.
Nope. Here's the way to do this. Level it out. Have it. Quarter it. Perfect. All right. Oh my God. That was a bone, but this is so good. Okay. Onion. Pasilla. Turkey. Done. Right. The sauce. Here's where the pumpkin comes in. You ready?
Yes.
Ready.
I
I kind of see where it's going. Hella heavy cream there.
I knew it was going to be this.
Well, you know what? That's the basis for my my chicken enchiladas. So how much pumpkin do we think this is? Half a cup?
Yeah, that's probably good.
You know, at some point, I need to kind of give people an idea of how much this is. And how much liquid is this? A cup?
Well, that thing is like
That thing was
cups, right?
had already been used. So I think that's a cup. So I'm just making a small amount of enchiladas here.
Does any cheese go in this enchilada?
Of course.
Because, like, you know, pumpkin and cheese is something you just don't really think about.
You don't think about it?
No, not really.
Okay, the question is, does this taste pumpkin-y? Yeah, but dude, I want more. I'm gonna use all of this. That was a solid
It's like a cup.
cup or so.
Yeah.
Cup of each. My wife just came in and she's looking at me.
It's cocktail time.
You could show her. That would be the cue to go, oh, I'll show her.
Oh yeah, hi Mom. There she is. Behind that pole.
You ready for a cocktail?
I'll wait.
These are going in the oven pretty soon, so. So as I always do with my enchiladas, sorry, Max. Before I roll them, I dip the tortillas in a little chicken broth
Yeah, you do.
that looks like urine from a.
Oh god.
Look at the color of that.
Oh, my gosh.
Sorry. Hold on.
The bubbles don't help.
What Sam didn't tell you is urine actually can still work in this recipe.
Anything. So the point is, if you didn't have that, look at. So now we're going to take about half of this liquid, the pumpkin cream. We're going to put in the bottom of this thing, right?
That looks
This
pretty
is
good, man.
going to make some great freaking sauce for us. And then we take our tortilla. And what am I? I'm using white corn today. I normally use flour, but I saw these and I thought, let's go a little different. All right?
Corn's just harder to roll, man.
Hey, stop it, dude.
I'm just saying.
Ow. You know what's hard is when this shit is hot. So the point is, we're going to try and do this. You try and soften them up so that they don't break.
That's what I mean. Corn splits a lot easier than flour.
Right,
Usually.
but that's okay. You can see this first one splitting. That's okay. I think we're going to be all right. These guys just soak for a second in this little. Ow!
It's a hot pan.
It's a freaking hot
What do you
pan, man.
expect?
I don't know. Not to be hot. Get in there. Church bells. Must be 6 o'clock.
6 p.m. Does it go every hour or?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I never make these with corn tortillas, and maybe this is why.
Because they break? They're not huge.
They're not pliable.
I will tell you, though, every time that I made enchiladas and they split, they still tasted awesome at the end.
Oh, they always taste awesome at the end.
Doesn't matter.
So look at this. This is just simply, at this point, if I had stuffing, honestly, I would put stuffing in here. Because I was
how
thinking
did you
about
blow
it
that?
today. No, because I already used stuffing this week.
That's true. I got my tooth fixed, everybody.
Oh, would you tell what happened?
I got a root canal.
Oh, I didn't even hear about this.
We talked it out on Monday. I talked about it on Monday.
Max bit down on a crunchy, frozen piece of granola in an acai bowl
Oh,
and broke his incisor? What is
I
that?
don't know.
which tooth? Smile and tell me which
It's
tooth.
called a peg lateral.
No, yeah, but the tooth is called. It's the one directly next to my front teeth.
Oh,
What are those called?
I don't know, your canines?
Maybe canine.
It's like a canine.
Yeah.
Right.
I just knocked it right out. Like I clear broke it all the way up to the top. The nerve was showing, which the dentist described as a little bit of my brain showing.
He did not.
Yeah.
That guy's pretty straightforward, huh?
Oh, he's like, yeah,
He's like dentist intense.
yeah. He doesn't screw around.
Can I tell you what he said to me?
Was it about flossing? Was
Of
it?
brushing.
Oh, about brushing 4 times a day.
He goes,
Yeah. How many times do you brush?
I go, twice.
He goes 4
Oh.
times a day.
He goes, it's like going to the bathroom
And yeah.
and 3 times and only washing your hands twice.
Yeah.
Can you? And that's instantly like what was like wow in my head. I think I can get one more out of this. Hold on.
So you're doing 4 times a day now?
No.
So yeah, and then most dentists, they ask you about flossing, and you always get shamed, you know?
And he goes,
And he goes,
It's a
I
waste
don't
of
give a
time.
shit about. Yeah, I don't give
but
a
he
shit.
wants
I
you
don't
to
floss.
water
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah, water pick. Yeah.
Did he give you the coupon?
What?
No, I don't think so.
He believes in water pick. He does not believe in flossing.
But he
Flossing
did
is
give
like-
me his product, his invention, toothbrush that he created that's anti-bad breath. And
I've never seen
And
this.
he pitched it on Shark Tank.
Oh.
And got a deal from
What?
Mr. Wonderful, but he just got the patent through, so it has never aired.
Is it going to air?
He thinks he wants to go back on and get a new deal.
I don't understand this thing.
That's pretty
that
cool.
crazy?
I want that.
Okay, look at what we've got though. I remember hearing about that, but I don't remember hearing like. I got too much stuff in here.
Yeah, I need to go to your dentist, man. That sounds cool.
He's a great guy, Stephen Jackshaw.
Yeah,
He's
we
a really
love you,
nice
Dr.
guy.
Jackshaw.
He's pretty intense, but he's an intense in like a sort of like really like straightforward,
Oh, totally
honest.
straightforward. Just like
honest
we'll give
kind
it
of
to you
way.
like it is. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He's the type of guy that's
Comes
like,
in.
if you don't understand, like when I was asking questions about the root canal and everything,
Yeah.
he's like, "Come here." He just like grabs me. He's like pulls out a piece of paper and just like draws a whole diagram of everythis gonna happen.
I can't imagine
he's like,
that.
"There you go."
I can't imagine that he's ever in a bad mood.
No, I know.
And you know what it is? So you wanted to go this weekend, this past weekend?
Yes.
And he couldn't go because he's still in the reserves.
Yeah, he goes and
He
does
still
naval
does
stuff
time.
on the weekends, doesn't
Exactly.
he?
Okay, so look, we've rolled these guys up. I got 6 out of this. That was 1 chicken thigh and half an onion and 3 pasilla chilies. And now I'm putting like a big, maybe a cup of Monterey Jack cheese on top. And then I'm going to finish. Kelly, you're like 3 minutes away from your cocktail. And then I'm going to finish by putting this pumpkin cream
Wow.
on top. Oh, you can just smell
You
it.
can see the orange too.
Right. Okay. My oven is on to 350. And it's just going to go in. And everybody's going to be happy. Here's what happens now. Take a second to clean up. Make Kelly a cocktail because it's 6:04 here and it's cocktail time. And I'll just let you know that the Pirch.com is opening in Atlanta.
What?
I actually talked about it before, so that was a little over the top. But it was good. But they're opening in Atlanta. And they're going to open in New Jersey next year. And then they're going to open in New York City next year.
Oh.
And I've said it before, and this type of growth doesn't happen unless everything is happening right. And everything is happening right at this place. Kitchen, bath, outdoor. If you're thinking about a dishwasher, if you're thinking about a stove, if you're thinking about a microwave, if you're thinking about a shower head or a sink faucet or anything like that, That's where you have to go. Everything that I have in my kitchen, Pirch sells, including this amazing Waterstone faucet. By the way, I think it's the only all-American made faucets still made. Did I say that right?
We get the idea.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think faucets sold in this country under the American labels have as much American product in them as Waterstone. And they're made about an hour from San Diego.
Oh, cool.
Up in the Murrieta area. And look, this thing is so ridiculous, right? Waterstone faucet. Anyway, that Pirch is that kind of place. I've said it before. You walk in and they go, oh, can we handcraft you a coffee? I mean, who does that? Most places you go in and they're like, what do you want? They start with, would you like some coffee? And then when you get down to the serious parts of looking at stuff, they say, we want to know how you want to live. How do you cook? How do you entertain? We can help you once we know that. We're not just going to try and sell you a bunch of shit that it's not going to be good for you. If you're not entertainers, you don't need a big stove. They know what they're doing there. Anyway, Pirch.com, check them out. Follow them on Facebook because they do a lot of really cool free stuff at all their locations. And you want to be around for that kind of stuff, all right? All right, we come back in a minute. These guys are going to be coming out of the oven and we're going to be eating fantastic, elevated Thanksgiving leftover turkey and pumpkin puree enchiladas. Don't go away. Welcome back. Just let me remind you, and I don't know if you've seen this before, and if you have, then fine. The new way to cough is this.
Elbows.
As opposed
You know
to
that,
what?
right?
Oh, okay.
Don't use your hand, man.
I mean, if you forget and that's your default, that's fine. But I was sitting outside of a Brooklyn Girl in Hillcrest, waiting to have lunch with Michelle one day, and I'm sitting on a bus bench thing, or just a cool old school bench. I'm just sitting like this, and I see a guy walking down the street, and he gets about 15, 20 feet away from me, and he goes, as soon as he finishes coughing, he looks and he sees me, and he goes, oh, and he comes over and he goes, Sam the cooking guy, I'm a huge fan. He put his hand out.
Oh,
What'd
God.
you do?
I just watched him cough, and I went like this. No offense, bro. But you just coughed into your hand. He goes, oh, my bad. Yeah, sorry. He totally got it. And I think people get that, but we got to get in people's heads that this is very 1980. This, 2014. But none of this matters right now. The only thing that matters right now is elevated Thanksgiving leftover pumpkin and turkey enchiladas.
Do it.
Thank you very much. You want to see these bad boys?
Bust those
Oh,
oranges out.
Shit.
They sound hot.
Dude, look at this.
Ooh. Look at that
Oh,
What?
Madonna me. Wait, let me put him on a towel. I'm so scared about even burning my wood. That's what he said. Look at
Holy
those.
shit.
Whoa.
Can
Wait,
you
they're
believe
normally
that?
white because of all the white cheese, but right now they're orange because of the pumpkin.
Nice.
That's like the color that I thought it was going to be.
Look at that bubbling.
Look how beautiful those are. I got to take a picture of those right now, just with my own shitty little phone.
You should take a selfie with it.
I can't get down that low, man.
I feel like if this doesn't taste as good as it looks, I'm going to be so sad.
Okay,
Holy
let's take one
crap,
out.
they
Let's take
smell
one out.
good.
Should we take one out and try it?
Please.
There's only one way to know.
Only one way.
Onions sauteed with pasilla chilies. Or were they poblanos? I don't even know anymore. I think they're almost, those terms are used interchangeably. Here's what I'm going to go for. See this guy here, he's broken? See that? You can't really see it from your angle. If you just saw it from the top, see how he's split here?
Oh, what do you know? You can't really see it from that angle either.
I feel bad for him, so I'm going to have him. And he may be screaming right now, don't eat me, but I'm going to.
Whoa.
What the hell have we done here? Okay, I can tell you one thing. If we'd use the flour tortillas, this splittage right there, that
I
wouldn't have
kind
happened.
of like the splittage. It's like,
But there you go. There's almost
Rustic.
a perfect one right there. It definitely is rustic. Wow. So let's just bust right in here into the middle.
They all taste the same, man.
Turkey.
Split or not.
The pasillas, the onions, the pumpkin, the cream, the Monterey Jack.
Wow.
This could be new turkey, new Thanksgiving tradition right here.
Arms up. That's a good thing.
I'll tell you something. Much like the pumpkin honey cornbread, much like the pumpkin mule, there's pumpkin, but it's not overwhelming. And really, I think that's the way to do it. Because, you're getting just a delicious little, oh my God, are these good? You're getting just a little delicious amount of the pumpkin in here. Those pasilla chilies, or poblanos, or whatever the hell they are so worth getting. And roasting yourselves, trust me. The flavor's beautiful. It's just a really lovely flavor. And don't think you can substitute a green pepper for it, because it's just not the same thing. All right. We've done really good work this week. Really good work. Thank you for being here. Next week will be, I don't even know, Thanksgiving-ish, conversation about Thanksgiving. I mean, we'll see what we're going to do. Whatever it is, we'll figure it out and it'll all be good. The point is, you now know what to do with some leftovers for Thanksgiving. The point is, even if you don't do any of this stuff, do something different and fun and delicious with it. Because that's the point of what leftovers are. Be creative. Am I right?
Yep.
Right.
All right. Okay, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a good weekend. Don't eat shitty food. We'll see you back here Monday. Thanks.